So today I want to talk with you about one of the most popular concepts that I share in my 30-Day Healthy program, and that's the idea of finding your why, finding what your motivation is for starting to live a healthier life and for wanting to be healthier in general. And then we're going to take that why and then we're going to turn it into a mantra at the end of the video. So let's get started. For me, when I started taking back my health and started really focusing on a healthier lifestyle, it was because I wanted to feel in control of my eating and my weight. I felt like I had gotten so out of control. I had had 3 babies within 5 years of each other. I hadn't taken very good care of myself, and I focused on convenience rather than on my health. I was out of shape, tired all the time, did not feel good about myself, and I was not making good food choices or health and exercise choices at the time. And I remember thinking back then that it was going to be so much work to get back into health and to get back into shape and to stop eating all the food that I was eating, that it kind of felt too far out of the distance, and I didn't really feel like putting that much work into it until all of a sudden I realized, my goodness, all of this work I'm doing to keep myself in this place is a lot of work as well, and that I was tired of not having any control over my thinking and my body and my weight. I also remember trying to convince myself, and doing a pretty good job at it for a while, of, well, you know, just being in shape isn't for me. I'm happy with my body. I'm happy with the way I look. But deep down, I knew I wasn't. I knew that I really didn't like how I felt about myself. I knew that I didn't feel sexy, I didn't feel strong, and I just really didn't like myself and what I allowed myself to become. And looking back now, that negative self-talk of me just telling myself, oh, well, you don't need to do that. You're happier this way. You really want that cheesecake. You don't want to go on a run. People who run are crazy. You don't want to do any of that. All you want to do is stay like this. Your husband loves you, your kids love you, you're fine. Just focus on them and everything will be fine. All of that and telling myself that I didn't have to do that just allowed me to give myself an excuse for not getting back into shape. I kind of made it easier on myself to maintain that negative lifestyle. And I gave myself permission to just not care about my weight or my health. In reality, I wasn't happy, I wasn't healthy, I didn't like how I looked, I didn't like how I felt, and I didn't really see a good way out of it at that time. So none of that stuff made me happy. So I'm busy telling myself, oh, this is gonna make me happy, and none of it really did. I was never happy at that point. So right then is when it all clicked, when I suddenly realized, wait a minute, none of this is going the way that I really want it to go. It's going the way that I thought would be easier. I wasn't in control of my body, of my thoughts, of my well-being, of my health, and meanwhile, I was trying to do that and take care of my children at the same time. Something had to change. So you might already have the idea ready to go in your brain, but if you don't yet and you're trying to understand what your reason for getting healthier is, here are some questions to consider. What is motivating you today to get started? And why not yesterday? What is different about today that made the difference for you? What are you wanting to get out of this change? Do you have something that you visualize? Do you have an accomplishment that you want to achieve? Is there something that you're thinking about in the future that you're wanting to accomplish by making this change to a healthier lifestyle? Is there a specific event that you're trying to slim down for, or you want to feel better about yourself for? Are you tired of living in pain? Do you suffer from inflammation and you want to get rid of it? Did you just get diagnosed with a medical condition, or a loved one got diagnosed and you want to take back your health so that you can overcome this medical condition? Or are you tired of not feeling positive about yourself and you want to feel good about yourself again? Or have you just gotten off track and now you just kind of need a little bit of a refresher, a little bit of motivation to just get back on track? I remembered a mantra that I had had for myself of, I got this, that I had used in difficult times. And I remember using that, and it was successful in order to get past those moments. So I used it when I was in natural labor with all of my children. I used it on my runs to get up hills. My goodness, I hate hills. I used it before giving a presentation to 100 colleagues. I use it all of the time. I use it to just clean the house because I hate cleaning and I just know it's gotta happen. Or when all the kids are being difficult and you just have to deal with it and get through and be calm. I got this really gives me my centering moment of, okay, this isn't very difficult, I can handle this, I have control. So I started using this mantra, I got this, as part of my new fresh start on being healthy and starting this healthy lifestyle. I wouldn't allow myself to succumb to eating poorly anymore. I wouldn't allow myself to just sit on the couch and not take care of my body. I wouldn't allow myself to have those negative thoughts. Instead, whenever some of that popped up, I reminded myself I got this, and that has allowed me to really push through all this adversity in order to reach my goals. And honestly, it's really helped me be a happier, healthier person in general. The person before who used all that negative self-talk was really talking herself into a negative life. But now with this mantra, I can repeat it to myself and I can use that to be a happier, healthier person. So now it's your turn. We're gonna take all that vision, all of the thoughts that you had about what your motivation is for why you're getting started with a healthy lifestyle, for what's different today than yesterday, and what's really motivating you to make a change. Take all of that and sum it down into a statement you can make for yourself. Is it, I wanna be around for my grandchildren? Or a vision of you running and playing basketball with your kids? What is important to you? What is that saying you can say to yourself? What is that image you can remind yourself of? What's gonna get you through the adversity so that when times are hard, because they will be hard, and it's up to us to persevere over all of those challenges. So your mantra is gonna really help you with that in order to succeed at your goals. Maybe you wanna say, I'm doing this for myself because I wanna show my children. Or you wanna visualize not having to take any medication for your health conditions because you can become so healthy. Take a moment to really consider what your motivations are and then have a mantra that's gonna help you that you can repeat to yourself when times get hard. If you need to write it down to remember it, that's a good way to do it. I've written down I got this a bunch in different places to remind myself, or leave it in a comment below and share it with us. You know, really start to consider this your new form of self-motivation. Anytime you have that negative self-talk, because we all have it, remind yourself of your mantra and that's gonna get you through. You can and will succeed at a healthier lifestyle. You got this. And if you need help getting started on your journey, come join us in 30 Day Healthy, and I will see you in the next video.